Wait, there you go. His teammate has arrived to pick up Zai, so he will be fine. But for the circle, move a little bit up north, a lot of teams in there, but let's focus back onto the fight. It's Xavier Judo Alliance.
Yes, Olio is currently down. Same thing with Paladin. So 3 players left on the side of D-Savior. Chua cooking up that nade. Ooh, Chua is playing. Okay, he throws it, but completely missed his target over here. Now, Kaluk goes in for a nade himself and did not hit as well. So he is actually trying to flush out the players coming from D-Savior right here. It's all an exchange of nades for now. Ooh!
Oh, but as much as he would have wanted to toss that nade from the top of the hill, knocked him down. Giving D-Xavier another lifeline, but now Star Esports wants to collect their dues. Action just behind Chua. He has 6 frags. He can rain those frags into the house and potentially could take down Chua.
Hopefully they can settle this dispute as soon as possible, because man, I'm just really looking at the map and where Formerica Vibes is headed. Okay, they're not going towards that direction. They will probably challenge up boys coming from Hale Esports. But yes, this is the current situation, guys. Stalwart Esports, they are on a split, right? Emo Top has taken the higher ground advantage, probably just to get some information. And Action right here is just waiting really for that good opening knock right there before he engages.
Oh, Nerzad finding a different angle. Just look at this. Nerzad one side, top on the high ground. But Nerzad spotted out by East from Formerica Vibes. Baron was the one to take him out. So it looks like Formerica Vibes did D-Xavier a favor. Now it's down to Action on the other side. Tossing the nade onto D-Xavier, but not able to connect it.
Oh man, I thought Formerica Vibes actually changed their direction, but I do feel they heard the gunshots and like, okay, let's try to join into the mix and acquire points before we get into stage number 4. And so Formerica Vibes actually trying to pick up, trying to get lucky with those elimination points without really exerting too much work.
Look at the amount of teams on the outside the circle now. We got at least 4 of them. Formerica Vibes, Apex, Frankie knocked him down. Baron is just beside him. Should be able to save him. But time is not on their side. They got about 30 more seconds till the zone closes entirely. Looks like D-Xavier has been pressured by the blue as well. Formerica Vibes. And this is one of the latest updates in which you can carry your teammate into the vehicle. And that's what exactly Formerica Vibes is doing.
That's actually one of the best updates, you know, for PUBG Mobile. I mean, you don't have to actually revive your teammate on that spot. You have the ability now to actually get inside the vehicle and just go to a much safer place before you can actually pick him up, which is absolutely working out for the teams. Yeah, just checking out Stalwart Esports Nerds right here has been sent back to the lobby, but Action is not just done yet. He tries to go for that massive spray and was able to get that point.
Wow, revenge for Nizet. Action took that risk to wait in the blue, and that paid dividend as he will secure that point. Now top is tanking it out, but look at the damage onto him. It is just painful to see D-Xavier making their way still into the circle. And now twice on his way. Unfortunately, Frankie will fall to Doc.
Yes, but check out Icy, man. He would be coming from a different angle here. Okay, so old Frankie is not alive anymore, no longer part of the team. Chu was getting a little bit damaged from all of the spray, but he is the only player remaining for the side of D-Xavier. Right now, he is just trying to prioritize getting inside the safe zone, but can he make it though? Yes.
Oh. Yes, he did somehow. With 10% of health left, and now he's okay behind this haystack. But Icy's not okay as he just got eliminated. Last I noticed that he docked himself on shore, but Action taking out Apex. It will take a Mongolian team to take out another Mongolian team. Now Starwood Esports on the Formerica Vibes. We got Action here in action, but it was run over by Doc, who came in from nowhere.
Can I report a hit and run, please? Somebody call 911. Yeah, but Apex getting carried by Dark over here made sure that he gets inside the vehicle so they can do a reset on another location where there's really not that much gunshots. But yes, 12 teams remaining, and onto the side of T2K, who TF is was able to put an elimination under his belt, still with a complete squad, which is absolutely good for the side of T2K. Just checking out their position, there is one team very near where they are exactly, and those might be the boys coming from Genesis.
Well, what we're sure is that GSM is now in action against 4 Medical Vibes on the outside of the zone. Rowdy, together with Memo, is going to lead the charge. Okay, he made a tease there on the 4 Medical Vibes. Rowdy tosses in there, he sees Baron. Baron gets away, joins up together with his teammates at the shack. But the zone will arrive. I'm not sure if they have the time to pick up their teammate while Rowdy is putting pressure on the 4 Medical Vibes.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's a difficult situation on the side of former Vibes here. They are actually getting pushed in the corner right there. Macth goes down by the hands of East 922. Man, that's the MVP of the Week 1 playoffs. Dog 922 tried to counter as well, and CMF GSM on the kill feed is losing their players one by one. Former Vibes still survives their position.
Yeah, somehow they fought with Starwood, they fought with TMGSM, but still alive, still having at least one player now with ease, eliminating another team. My goodness, really, what does it take to stop 4 Medical Vibes? They got 7 elimination points now, but only one player left. But still, a good effort there by 4 Medical Vibes, a good performance, I must say, overall.
Yes. Please give us whatever these guys are having for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because former Vibes really is an unstoppable force for this pro series of Clash of Giants. Bigatron Red Villains, okay, Boys Hill has been sent back to the lobby, so we are working on just 3 players here. And right now, Boom Esports might be assessing the situation, whether or not they're going to be crashing the compound and challenging up Bigatron boys. Mikhail over here coming from Sem9, spotted players coming from Genesis Esports, but then again, these guys are around hospital area, which is no longer part of the safe zone.
Yeah, so these teams need to get into the circle. Now, it's going to be hard for Sem9 because if they go left, it's going to be GE. If they go right, there's going to be another team. So until those teams move, they don't have the space. But we are also at stage 5, so space is not that much. Space is scarce. So even if they move, they still wouldn't be that far from Sem9.
Yeah, and it's an open field once again, I do believe. So this is gonna be a bloodbath, you know, for stage 6 onwards. But anyway, Genesis Esports, most of the teams are actually part of the safe zone, so they don't need to worry about anything. They also have the opportunity to probably shut down GLU squad and Sem9 since they are already in position. But let's see what they're going to do, because GLU squad, although they have a compound, and it's no longer part of the zone, so eventually they will have to give this up.
Yeah, Sem9 is starting to fall to the blue, as we can see here on the elimination feed. Rebel Boy ran over by Ichan. That means Udo Alliance is out. And now we can see the movement here. GLU squad esports, they are holding back Sem9, and Sem9 has nowhere to go. While we move over to Alter Ego, the last man standing in the circle, praying for teams not to come back.
Yes, here we go. It's all fireworks for now. GLU squad, spotting members coming from Sem9. Well, just waiting for the shot, and Sem9 has already been eliminated, which brings us down to just 8 teams remaining for stage number 5. GLU squad remaining to be intact, and they're just looking over at the guys from Bigatron Red Villains. Of course, they will always have that goal or like mission to eliminate everyone and acquire those points. But for Miracle Vibes, East 922, even though he is all alone, he's not shying away from any altercation inside the game.
And not at all. We can see him tossing those nades, although not landing. But at least it's a warning sign to the teams that don't come that way, because to the teams, they don't know how many people are there, but they have a gauge that somebody is there. So it's up to the teams if they want to take that risk. But speaking about taking risks, Smile taking the risk, long range on the 2001, and it worked out for him as he knocked him down. But the point is not secured yet. 2001, waiting for the elimination feed. Could it be BTR securing it because they eliminated JLU Squad Esports?
Yeah, 7 teams remaining. Everyone, 5 elimination points for the side of Pikachu Red Villains. I do know that these guys also have a huge following, so a lot of them are actually cheering for this specific squad. Also with Genesis Esports, as you all know, during the playoffs, I think they are the team with the most number of winner chicken dinners. So I will just have to confirm that later on. But yes, this is the current situation, ladies and gentlemen. T2K, Hail, 4MV, Boom, pretty close with one another now, since this is already the 6th stage.
Wow, a Boom firing onto BTR, but you gotta be careful because behind them, someone else is approaching. Yummy is playing this time, YOLO is taking a break it seems, while T2K, by the edge of the circle, spots out Genesis Esports from afar, on the other side of the circle in fact. But it's not Genesis Esports that they need to be worried about, they need to be worried about the passing teams on the left, and it's Hail Esports.
Yes, here we go. Boom. Jabbar was actually shut down, and Yummy as well. Razy goes down as well, so it's just a June. But Ancho was able to do a clutch. There's still a chance to revive Razy, but they already lost 2 of their members. But then again, I'm not seeing any more teams that has a complete number of players for this squad, so I guess they still have a fighting chance.
Only T2K and, well, GE technically still has a full squad, but one of them currently calling out for help, and that's going to be Zai. Was Hail Esports who shot him down, but Hail Esports, again, GE is very far, so the team that they need to focus should be the team on their right, but it's okay if they can pick up that 1 point, and that's fine. But it's not fine for Boom Esports, out at number 6.
So T2K, okay, the only team that is a full squad right now. Final 5 teams remaining for our match number 1, looking to get that first winner chicken dinner. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Boysil has been sent back to the lobby, so it's just Lapar, Genfos, and Superboy working out for Pikachu Red Villains. We can see Superboy trying to do a little bit of tap and fire against Genesis Esports, but not landing any shots though.
Yeah, so it's a long-range attempt. Not landing the shot, it's okay. As long as it's like a warning sign to the other teams, don't come their way. But for T2K, they are taking that risk against Hail Esports. The smoke has been deployed. And we can see Duru Love circling around. Hail Esports teased by him. Ninos being shot at, but not down yet. Joker now being spotted out by Duru Love. It's a matter of time till they come in, but XMPL, nice knock by Joker with the nade.
Yes. I don't think they were able to get that Joker is from that area, and that is a heavy price to pay on the side of T2K because they just lost 1 member of their team. So, I mean, the best choice really is to back away a little, assess, and just reset because Hail, they're doing a perfect job so far trying to hold their ground. They need to be careful, though, because look at who is behind them.
Yeah, Badru is there. He has been there for the longest time, but because he knows that he is the only member of Alter Ego left, so that's why he is not pulling the trigger. Trigger discipline, ladies and gentlemen. Now, circle time. Will Genesis Esports get it? Nobody gets the circle. It goes to no man's land. That means everyone will need to get into the middle.
Okay, here we go. Who TF is love? He has the information going up against Superboy, and yes, he was able to shut him down from that distance. And now, since this is already the crucial part of the game, it's going to be a little difficult for the side of Pikachu Red Villains to go for the pickup, but I think Lapar is going to make it happen for the team. I mean, you need to have all the manpower that you can get just to finish up the job, right? To always have that upper hand advantage against your opponents. Doki, as you can see on your screens, going up for another location over here. Oh, he needs to be careful. That vehicle's about to explode. There you go. Now, this would be a perfect cover for him now, since Genesis Esports is not actually letting him go. But you know what? It was just like too late for him.
Yeah, because on the left it's just too heavy for him. Pikachu Red Villains was the one to shoot him down. Genesis Esports on the other end, they'll be okay for now because majority of the teams on the south side of the circle, but Genesis Esports still on the outside. Sending 1 player in, probably going to make a barricade for other teammates to come.
And a lot of the teams are already confronting each other. Genesis Esports with 3 players. Same thing with Hale and BTR. T2K, Alter Ego, man, they are short of firepower right at this moment. But this is even going to be a difficult, terrain to deal with since it's an open space. So, man, it is going to get bloody in just a few seconds.
And Badru is still alive. He is famous for the healing game Winner Chicken Dinner in Sandhawk a couple of years ago. Looks like he's playing somewhat of a similar strat again by staying as quiet as possible. And who knows, he can create a new history again by pulling off a chicken dinner all alone.
Yeah, this is the part of the game wherein you cannot just, stand up because that would be revealing too much information, right? So I do hope most of the teams, they still have those resources, especially those smokes, right? Just to cover them up a little bit, just to give that kind of illusion or a distraction to your opponents. But Nine Noise not looking so hot because, man, he got shut down. Same thing with that last player coming from Alter Ego Ares. So we are down to just 4 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, here we go. Genfos tapping onto Jane from T2K. Not able to land a pixel shot. At the same time, we can see Turu Love making his move as well, getting into the circle, going on to GE. West very low, but he still won it against Turu Love.
Man, I don't think they can still revive who TF is Love right at this moment, because West Carry is just there. Just baiting this player, baiting T2K Esports to save Turu Love at this point in the match. Though it's gonna be difficult for them. Ooh, what a perfect angle coming from Jane of T2K, shutting down that player coming from Bigatron Red Villains.
Wow, nice shot there from that sort of distance. But for T2K, they still need to get into the circle, trying to crawl their way in. And Badru finally taken out. And it's apologies, it's not Badru, it's Hale Esports, the last player finally taken out. And now we have 3 teams left. Bigatron Red Villas has the highest chance of getting the chicken.
2v1 situation. Doki goes down. Genfos with a mini 14. But you know what? Bigatron Red Villains, they already have a total of 10 elimination points, which is actually now it's only Bigatron Red Villains and Genesis Esports. Although, I mean, Genesis, we're looking at just West Carry over here. But then again, we've seen this kind of scenario a lot of times, Sir Cloud. 1v3 situation. Let's see if he can do or pull up a miracle right here. Here comes Bigatron Red Villains with an attack.
Okay,
West Carry with a DPS. Ooh, he shuts down one. But Super Boy, man, with an awesome move like that. Well, they were able to get